guests? No. Did you come in here to drag me from my office decor, or do you want to prep for Top Takes Daily?
Let's prep.
Great. All right. Yeah. So obviously what Shep said was beyond the pale.
What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
That just comes with the territory, you know? Like, we make a lot of money, and it's all because of those passionate fans out there. Night in and night out, coming into the games and showing their support. It's because of them. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the fans are free to express their feelings however way they want. But it don't matter to me.
I mean, are we serious right now? Listen, MP, with all due respect, do you expect us to believe that? If I'm my own so-called fans were booing me, that wouldn't sit right with me at all.
Yo, Kendrick, my man, it doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in the long run, people will come around and, you know, see what I'm all about. You know, and that's just giving everything that I got to this game. You know, not only to the team, but to this city, man. You know, it's my job. Proving my worth to these fans is my job. You know, so I know right now they may be booing, but soon enough they're gonna be cheering for me.
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the reaction to your selection was the fact that Shep Owens, your biggest rival, was still on the draft board.
That's right.
But a lot of people think he has the higher upside due to his athleticism and the fact that he has loads of untapped potential as a relative newcomer to this game, whereas you've been trying to work on your skill set for the last decade plus. How would you respond to people who think you've got the higher floor but the lower ceiling?
I mean, look, Shep would be a great track and field player. I mean, all you gotta do is run fast, jump high, and you get a medal. You feel me what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, but if you want to be the best hoop in the world, you gotta shoot, you gotta defend, you gotta think at a high level, and Shep does not do that.
Oh, shots fired.
It's the truth.
Perk, you know I've been in MP's corner the whole time.
Somewhat.
You don't think... Come on now.
Come on, man.
You don't think Shep can learn those things?
JJ, man, you know, honestly, I really don't. I really don't, man. I've been working on my craft for years, for decades at that. You know, and my results speak for themselves in both wins and losses. I mean, what has Shep done so far? Other than filming his little reality TV show and going around shopping for chains, he ain't done nothing.
It's a good show.
Come on, man.
It's more entertaining than his game.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a student of the game. I've watched plenty of tape on this guy, and he just doesn't think on a high level. And he doesn't make game-winning plays. Simply put. Not like I do, at least. You know, you can dunk from the free throw line. You can win the dunk trophy, whatever. But those guys winning that dunk trophy aren't the same guys winning a Larry O'Brien at the end of the season. And that's just facts.
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you, man to man, how do you respond to Shep Owens calling you out on his reality show?
Oh, wow.
This dude took shots at you. He took shots at your family. He even took shots at your girl. What do you say to something like that?
You know, I'm going to say this as calmly as possible. Because at the end of the day, it's disappointing to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, basketball is a place where you express joy. Yeah, I want to beat my opponent, don't get me wrong. So in the heat of the moment, words do get exchanged. But to talk about another man's family? Like, fam, I'm embarrassed for him. My man has a lot of growing up to do.
Well, what I want to know and we want to know, the next time you two meet, are you going to exchange words? Or y'all going to exchange words?
I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be a discussion, that I can promise you. You know, I'm not expecting him to change his stripes. You know, he is who he is. You know, so when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. That's it. You know, that's what my parents told me, and that's just how I live.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation, but unfortunately, we are out of time. MP, thank you for joining us.
Wait, so that's it?
It's been a real pleasure. Yeah, and then we got to wrap things up, but you have been a tremendous sport, and we really appreciate you answering the tough questions. We wish you all the best, you and your family and your girl. Coming up next, we talk early season contenders and pretenders, but first, this commercial break.
We're at All-Star, and you're watching 2K TV.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV and Season 5 of 2K23. We have a packed
And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. And here's George. Chalk up 2 there.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Now the Clippers with it. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know.
The Clippers making a change here. MP's checked in.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Booker with no one around, drills it from outside.
Three-pointer.
Booker's got his second basket of the night.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And the shot goes in. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Paul. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
CP3 taking a hit, still unfazed.
Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. Outside, George from downtown. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
That's a career for a guy like Jason Allen.
This guy has played some volleyball. He doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself. And Crowder just keeps coming at you. He's pretty relentless. He will score, he definitely rebounds, and he for sure defends at an impressive level.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. Norman Bowles checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Johnson wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 5. MP right side. Sweet move. And Batum kicks to MP. Back to Batum. Dishes it to MP. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. Crowder, the pass to Saric. And Covington sends it back.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
And Phoenix making a change here. Craig's checked in. Lee kicks to Johnson. Back to Lee. Feeds it to Saric. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Craig. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career too now.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Both free throws good from Craig. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other, as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And hopefully this one sets the tone for what we're going to see in the other 3 games against these teams. They'll both be sort of measuring each other out here in the first quarter.
MP dishes to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Phoenix on defense. They lead by 7. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Block at 2. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Last outing for the Clippers, they won that game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And again, it's the Suns missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Phoenix leading by 4. The baseline jam. No good from Lee. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Covington with the bucket.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And you love seeing that great mobile 1 drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And the pass to Craig goes up on the wing. That one a little long.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
MP finds Covington. Fades away. They get the rebound. MP on draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. But Greg, do you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round, but clearly his team believed in him, and the leadership and intangibles he brings are really hard to ignore.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
George passes to Lee. It's over Powell. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Clippers in the lead. Covington kicks to Powell. Batum trying to break loose. And they get it back. Lee with the steal. And stolen by MP. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. MP with the ball. And the foul called on MP. So that will be his second foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Clippers leading by 5. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. All out there with Paul George. And it's MP in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Suns trail by 5. Paul left side. And the foul called on MP.
Number 3.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Paul looking around. And the foul called on MP.